My name is Ben Domain, Managing Editor with WestfordCAT, and here's the October 27th edition of WestfordCAT News. The Drew Farmhouse project has received a matching grant from Red Hat as the project seeks to raise $250,000 as construction enters its final stages. As WestfordCAT reported first in 2023, the project received $1.45 million in Community Preservation Act funding at special town meeting for the creation of 5 workforce rental units and 2 condominiums for eligible families under Habitat for Humanity guidelines. The money was earmarked to restore the 1860s-era property, which was previously used as a real estate office by Coldwell Banker. In a news release shared with WestfordCAT, John Flanagan, a former Red Hat executive and former president of the Westford Rotary, announced that Red Hat will donate $10,000 towards the project. The news comes 2 weeks after an unnamed supporter announced that they would match every gift received through December 31st up to $100,000. Tenants could occupy the apartments by the new year if the fundraising goal is met. Donations can be made online or by check payable to the Drew Farmhouse Incorporated at P.O. Box 391 in Westford, Massachusetts, zip code 01886. Questions can be directed to the nonprofit via email at info@drewfarmhouse.org. Wondering what passed at this year's special town meeting? Well, here are the results. Article 1, which was a zoning bylaw to regulate firearms businesses, failed to cinch a 2/3 majority. The final result was 386 voters in favor and 263 against. Article 2, which would allow additional uses such as brew pubs and wineries, as well as update additional uses like contractors' yards, passed 318 to 56. Article 3, which established and modified parking requirements for uses in Article 2, passed 312 to 54. Article 4, which would update the use of temporary trailers from 6 months to 12 months to be in compliance with state law, passed 321 to 20. Article 5, which amended how votes were reconsidered at town meeting, passed 267 to 30. Article 6, which modified the publication of bylaw amendments under the town's bylaw, which struck out the newspaper requirement, along with Article 7, which removed a section of the bylaw which covered transient merchants, and Article 8, which accepted Cloverleaf Lane as a public way, all were included in the consent agenda this year. All 3 articles passed 562 to 42. Article 9, which authorized the Select Board to acquire by gift 2 vacant parcels of land located off Howard Road and 1 off of Kiersey Circle, passed 575 to 51. And finally, Article 10, which was a citizens' petition that would enable citizens to vote on town meeting articles without being physically present, passed 333 in favor with 268 against. It's important to note that Article 10 does not change the format of town meeting. It merely allows the Select Board to begin dialogue with state legislators about changing the format in the future, should the General Court pass that. You want more context? Check out westfordcat.org for more details. Town Hall may see updated hours this January. In a memo to the Select Board, Town Manager Kristen Last recommended that the town expand its hours into Tuesday evening while shortening its operating hours on Friday. Last said that the new hours would allow for residents and others to conduct business later into the evening on Tuesdays, while improving retention and recruitment among staff by reducing hours on Friday. Abutting communities such as Acton, Littleton, Chelmsford, Groton, Tingsboro, and Dunstable already have at least one night with extended hours and reduced Friday hours. Dunstable and Tingsboro town halls are actually closed on Fridays. Additionally, comparable communities found in the Budget Task Force report, such as Tewksbury, Stoneham, Reading, Westwood, and Westboro, among others, have either reduced hours or are closed on Fridays with at least one day with evening hours. Last proposes that Town Hall will operate from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday, and 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Friday. The pilot program will begin on January 6th and last for up to 6 months. That's all for this week. I'm Ben Domain, and you're watching WestfordCAT News.